Alrighty, effective sniping or camping, or the latest video from Measy, and the effect it's had on the game. I watched the video and I was sort of there going, I understand exactly what the guy's trying to say. He ought to have said, this is how you drive a TD. Shouldn't have had a definition conversation about camping or sniping. It ought to be, this is how you drive a TD. And by the way, boys and girls, if you actually want to watch someone drive a TD amazingly, watch Skate Extreme drive the Borsig or the Toaster or any number of TDs. The phases of the battle, how it's to be played, basically the first phase, how you wait, how you take your shots, effective damage, how you then move and clear out, especially in the Borsig. I'm not blaming Measy for this, but what I have to say is he's got lots of subscribers, and at the end of the day people kind of take him literally. So I played some games tonight and it started me thinking about the essence of this game. The first game I played, it was pretty much this, and I'm just showing you this as an illustration. Look at where they're all sat. So they've got part one of what Measy was talking about, which is effectively sit in a bush, camp, go to TD position, sit there all game. What they haven't got is the bit about effective damage and like effectively moving the map and doing other stuff. I've seen lights, I've seen meds, like VK2801s, T49s, things that should be out there spotting, sort of paralysed by effective sniping. It's been doing my head in at all tiers of the game, and I'm sorry this is a bit of a rant, but the thing is, you can't watch YouTube to understand the absolute ins and outs and nuances of a game. You have to play the game, not because some Unicom tells you that you need to go here and do this, and this week effective sniping is a thing, and next week pushing is a thing, or whatever. You have to develop a feel for a game. You've got to play the bloody game. And I'm putting these two games on whilst I rant, because I really have been annoyed by what's gone on since that video. It's just, oh my god, it's hurt my head. Put the first game on in a chieftain in ratings, just to show you. I mean, it's not a particularly strong tank, but I felt like in this game I was playing on my own. And people have trying unsuccessfully to describe the nuances of what goes on in this game. But effectively in this game I moved the map. I actually tried to save our waffle. It could not be saved. I'm now going to try and save the tortoise. Now don't get me wrong, I'm farming their damage, but I haven't just sat there and camped. I've moved the map. I started from a camping position on this map because I wanted to show you the sort of current mentality, and that's because one guy with 11,000 subscribers has basically just gone, well yeah, I mean effective sniping, camping, blah, blah, blah. It hasn't even really thought about the definitions of the words. It's just had some good games and some TDs, effective play of TDs, I grant you, and then put video on which has then influenced pretty much the whole community into sitting on the back of a map. No more so than about here, whereby we've got a Chimera where some kiddies spent what, £15, maybe 30, buying some gold tank. Then he's watched YouTube and gone, I need to be effective, what can I do? And he's took the first part of the message, and the first part of the message is sit in a bush and camp, and you watch chat in a second. Look what I'm about to say. Was camping, still is. Now look, I'm not blaming Measy for anyone who's ever camped ever in the entire game. Of course it's prevalent. What I'm saying is it's been ridiculous this week how many people in lights and meds and things that are fairly mobile have just been sat at the back doing what this knob cheese is doing. If you look at the OBJ, by the way, decent game, but he's not actually pushed the heavy route particularly hard. I've had to go in, deal with stuff, try and save our waffle, and then move on. Average games. And if you don't believe me, I'm just literally going to play the next game in the Pantera. The second game I'm going to play is how I think Blitz should be. Like, I can't describe to you the ebb and flow of the way you should play a game. And if you watch Droodles, he's trying to describe to you, you watch his live stuff that he does, he's going to say, I'm not telling you how to play this tank, you know, with a mastery game. I'm just going to play 4 games, and you need to watch what I do. And it will be different each time, because Blitz is different each time. There's no magic bullet to say, if you've got this tank, like, put it here, this is going to be a mastery game, look how amazing the tank is, this, that and the other. Any tank can be amazing if you play it a lot. I'm a YouTuber, play 24 games in this tank, pick the best one and say the tank's amazing or it's bad, depending on your matchmaker, what's gone on, blah 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 blah. Watch this game. I think this game is the way Blitz should be. Now, you've got a total newbies pulled onto C. We've capped him out. But look at the gameplay from the red team. They've pushed around right. They've not effectively sniped or camped. They've literally pushed right. They've given me a flogging. The LTTGB, if you watch him at the beginning, he's pulled up the ridge, he's spotted, he's given me a flogging from the side. I'm taking shots, I'm trading, I'm doing this, shot from the Pantera. Look how balanced it is. And it's not just about matchmaking. It's about the maps, it's about playing the game, it's about pushing. Look at T43, he's tried to flank. Fair play to him, he's going to get wrecked. I mean, at least he's given it a go. Now watch the red team here. They're going to flow down. You've got T49, he's going to come down. Like, basically he's bailing because he's realised that flank is lost. That's exactly what he should be doing. I've angled up, I've taken some bounces, I've put a lucky shot into T49, especially given my lag. This is the way the game should be played. Everyone's adapted to the map, to the gameplay, to what's going on. They flogged us, we flogged them. It's kind of level. It's not about the matchmaker, people. It's about your adaptation to the game. It's about not watching Martin Dogger. I love Martin Dogger, don't get me wrong. There's some words which came out when he was talking about the Tshep0071. And if you watch that video and you didn't understand English or whatever, you'd be like, I need to get a Tshep0071. The Hesh is awesome. Yeah. But all the commentary was about the situations and this and that seems to be translated, in all fairness, into I need to get a Tshep0071. Just like Meads' video was translated into I need to be an effective sniper. But the effectiveness was lost out of sniper. People had just been sat at the back of the map for about 3 days since the video was made. So I don't know what the answer is within the community, but I think, you know, even the title of the video, if it had just been how to play a TD, it just might have been better. I'm just saying, because these guys have just got such influence on the game, and when the game should be played like this, like it's not just shits and giggles, it's just like ebb and flow and move and everyone's doing something different. This is the way the game should be. And you're not going to learn that from watching a TD video in an ideal situation on YouTube. I'm going to try and put some games together about how it should be played, if I can. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and sorry about the rant. See ya.